everyone, it's Vesper Starrup as Morningstar, here with another video. And this is a video that's been a long time coming because I've wanted to make it for a while now, like a real long while. And I even did try to make it before, but I wasn't happy with the result and I just wasn't feeling it that day. So here I am, trying again. So, as I mentioned previously, I do want to start diving into more spiritual content and like witchcraft stuff. That being said, I know that not everyone is into these kind of things. So that being said, whenever you see this bandana in a video, that means it's going to be on the spiritual witchcraft side. So if you're not interested in watching that kind of content, you can just move along and I'll see you in the next video. But also, even if you don't follow the same spiritual beliefs as me, you are more than welcome to watch the video to learn a bit more. Because I do follow the belief quite strongly that everyone's paths are differently and that, you know, people are allowed to believe what they want to believe in, as long as you're not being a bigot. So anyway, what are my personal spiritual beliefs? Well, even though I play up the witchcraft aesthetic, I don't really consider myself a witch because I don't really do a lot of spell work often. Maybe once in a blue moon, but not enough that I'm comfortable calling myself a witch. What I do call myself is a polytheistic pagan that follows the path of demonolatry. Now those are a lot of words and a lot of confusing words some people probably haven't heard before, at least some of them. So I'll break down what each part means. Well, a pagan is quite simply someone who doesn't follow one of the mainstream religions. So it's kind of a broad term for any religion that falls outside of Christianity, Judaism, or Islam. So there's a lot that a pagan can be. So all these kind of like stereotypical like pagan imagery might not exactly fall under every single pagan. So if someone's a pagan, you can't really assume what they're following. So polytheism is the belief that there is more than one God. So I actually do believe in, you know, like the Norse gods, the Greek gods, and so on and so forth. That being said, though, I do want a disclaimer that I don't believe in creationism. Perhaps the gods did have a hand, all of them had a hand in creating the universe, but I do believe in evolution and all of that. To me, the gods are basically personified energies, and they do have personalities. I'm not quite sure how sentient they may be. It makes me uncomfortable to say that they aren't sentient because with my own interactions with some of my own deities, they have their own personalities and their own whims. So it gets kind of confusing, and I don't want to get too much into that now. And finally, the path of demonolatry. What is demonolatry? That's quite self-explanatory, as usually when something ends with a tree, it means the worship of. So that basically says that I view demons as divine beings that are worthy of the worship that we give to other deities. So just because a being is a demon doesn't mean they are lesser or weaker than gods or goddesses. There's a lot to get into what a demon actually is, and I won't do that in this video. But, you know, admitting that I'm a demonologer, you know, demons do get a bad reputation, but they are not evil or bad. Their morals can be different than people, admittedly. But ever since I started this path, I have grown immensely as a person. How I got into it, my friend became a demonologer and started working with Lucifer himself. And when I was at a low point in my life, at a job that I hated and was stressed, my physical and mental health was deteriorating, I called out help for the universe because I just didn't know what to do with my life anymore. And I was so depressed. So I called out for the universe for help while I was at work, mind you. And Lucifer answered. You know, I felt this heavy weight, almost like a weighted blanket, immediately fall over my shoulders. And I think like a few weeks later, he more officially came into my life. A lot of this stuff I'll probably talk about more down the line. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And then I can maybe make a Q&A video also down the line, answering questions. Just because people will make assumptions about you due to what you believe in or the God you follow. You know, a lot of people assume because you're a demon worshiper, you know, you probably sacrifice people or animals, but you know, no, that is illegal. And also, I am still a furry. I love animals very much. I would never hurt them. At most, offerings that you would give to demons are like they really like dark chocolate or coffee, and among other things. Again, I would get into those in other videos because I don't want this one too long, and this one's more focused onto my own personal spiritual beliefs. But yeah, and so that's where my path is right now. Lucifer is still in my life. He is actually my patron, which basically means he's my main deity, and a lot of things that he stands for, I also stand for, that kind of thing. I also am heavily devoted to Asmodeus, and I work with King Belial. There's also other demons in my life, because with demonology, you'll have lots of them coming and going, depending on what you need to work on in your life. And I appreciate all of them immensely, even the ones that are just temporary in my life. Whew. Well, it's getting super hot right now. So I think that's gonna be it for this video for now. Again, like I said, I'll definitely delve more into these topics, and if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm super open-minded, and I hope I could build an audience that also is so. Alright. That being said, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!